Okay, welcome to Arthur Round Photography. Today, as promised, I'm going to talk about GoPros. I bought my first GoPro 3 years ago. It's a Hero 6 Black. I've used it quite a bit on this channel actually for video work. I've even done a video about using the GoPro RAW for stills photography. It's quite handy because it's so small and light. But say I've had it 3 years. A few weeks ago I had a nasty accident with it. Anyone who's familiar with the GoPro will know that getting the micro SD card in and out is quite a fiddly business. If I just bring this in, you can see the little door, and it slips down beside the battery in the back of the GoPro. That's okay, but if you look carefully into a GoPro, if you've got one, there is actually another gap between the battery slot and the SD slot, which is almost wide enough to take the micro SD card. After doing some filming, I'd downloaded my footage. I went to put the card back into the GoPro, and I managed to shove it into the wrong gap, as it were. So it didn't go into the micro SD slot, but actually went down a little space between the metalwork of the SD slot and the battery itself. And it got firmly jammed. Anyway, I googled this, and it's not an uncommon problem. I did manage with a pair of fine tweezers to pull the card out, but unfortunately, when I started up the GoPro, it seemed to fire up, but there was no display whatsoever on the screen at the rear. Now this did worry me somewhat, but I noticed then when I put the battery back into it, the thing just got warm and then hot and then very hot. And luckily I managed to get the battery out before it caught fire, and after that the GoPro itself was completely dead. So I was a bit of a loss what to do. GoPro themselves are not interested in repairing anything, and I suppose, well, it's not a low cost item, but I suppose the repairs are expensive because everything inside is very small and very hard to get at. I did find one or two people on the internet who claimed to be able to repair GoPros, and when I got a quote, it was £195. That's UK pounds to repair the GoPro, and then there was a disclaimer saying even then it might not work. So, well, when I looked at the price of a new one, GoPro were actually offering £100 off a new one if you sent in a broken GoPro, or actually any other digital camera that had an original price of more than $99 US. So I thought about that. I mean, I probably there's some catch to it, and I think the catch is that GoPro are bringing out a GoPro Hero 8 later on in the year, and I'd probably trying to shift a load of Hero 7 Blacks to make space for the sales for the new Model 8. But I thought, well, that's £100 off, £100 off. That's quite a good bargain. So I parcelled up my my old GoPro and sent it off to GoPro in the Netherlands. And about a week later, I got back a nice brand new GoPro Hero 7 Black. I mean, it's exactly the same as when you buy in the shop, except I think if you pay full price for it, you get a free SD card. Well, this didn't come with that, but who cares? They're only 32 GB card anyway, the free one. So quite pleased with this. It's an upgrade on the Hero 6. It's got decent stabilisation in it. Slightly better slow-mo as well. So it obviously comes with the GoPro cage, which is more or less the same as the cage on the 6, except it's got 7 on it. What I have done is I've swapped out the GoPro mount on the bottom for a Manfrotto tripod mount with a 1/4 inch thread in it, so which is helps me really connect to tripods and other bits and pieces that I've got. I've actually got a Manfrotto mini tripod which acts as a vlogging handle as well. It's quite good, just a single press button ball joint on top of it for positioning it. So and that fits in there quite nicely for the GoPro to go into. And also with the GoPro, excuse me, the Hero 7 having better stabilisation, that's quite good. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to replace the old GoPro with a new one was I do have the GoPro Karma grip, which is a gimbal stabilised grip. Now the Hero 5, 6 and 7 does work fine with this. I mean, I suppose theoretically you've got double stabilisation if you use this. Now the great problem I've always found with GoPros is the sound. If you have the GoPro on its own, just outside the case, the sound recording isn't too bad. But once you put it inside the case here, it gets somewhat muffled. Not great sound. Now, the GoPro doesn't have a direct sound or direct microphone input. You have to use an adapter which has got a little box on it, and it fits into the USB fitting on the side of the GoPro. But I mean, it's probably actually as heavy as the GoPro itself, very unwieldy. And once I had this for a while, I didn't use it very often because it's hopeless really. For what do you do with it? Let it swing, it's and also it doesn't work with the GoPro Karma grip either, unfortunately. Now the Karma grip does have a USB on the bottom of it, which you use for charging, and I know that looking at the various forums on the internet, people have been badgering GoPro for a long time to be able to plug this into the bottom here so we could get sound. Although with the 2 motors running here and this. You're still going to pick up sound even with an external microphone unless it's a bit further away. But it would have been pretty good. You could have plugged in the Lavalier mic that I've got here, and had this at arm's length, and you'd be fine. But so far GoPro haven't implemented that. So I wanted to think of some solution. I mean, I've tried making up little cages with bits of cheese plate and things. Velcro, but it's still an awkward bit of kit to use. So going on Amazon, I found this case. It's quite handy because it's got a little box at the bottom which holds the adapter. It goes in that way around. That's it. So and that plugs into your GoPro at the side. Your microphone goes in there. Microphone sits on top in a hot shoe. GoPro goes in the back here like that, and the other great advantage of this, it's got a filter on the front of it, a threaded filter, so I can put neutral density filters onto it. Now I think it came with a 52mm thread on it. I've just put an adapter to bring it up to 58 because I've got a number of 58mm neutral density filters that I use with my Canon 24mm lens anyway, so I'd already got those, which is handy. The only problem I found was that, the microphone I use a Rode Video Micro. I use this, say, with my, I film with the Canon 7D, and I say it's a wonderful mic. Did have the Rode Video mic before, but that had a battery in it, and I was always forgetting to turn it off when I came to use it. The battery was flat. It drove me mad, actually. Wonderful microphone. I love Rode mics. I got a Rode Lavalier here, and in my music recording studio downstairs, all my mics are Rode. Love them. This is a brilliant bit of kit as well because it works without a microphone. Works without a battery. So it's ideal for for people who forget to turn things off like me. So the only thing I found was that when I put this on the hot shoe, because of the size of the dead kitten on the microphone, you could actually see the fur in the picture when you were on wide or super wide settings with the GoPro. So what I've done is I've just bought this little small rig riser. Now I think it's actually for putting a monitor on. If you've got a video monitor on the top of your camera, but it just rises the microphone up by about 1.5 inches and gets it out of the field of view of the GoPro. Right, what I'm going to do now is try this out. Now, one of the reasons that I didn't really want to hang around waiting for the GoPro 8 to come out, because A, it's going to be more expensive. B, I probably wouldn't have got the trade-in discount that I got with the 7. Is that I've actually got a project on in a couple of days where I want to use a GoPro, so I'll give it some field trials. I want to try it out both with the Karma grip and also just using the stabilisation on its own, and trying a bit of the slow-mo and see how I get on with the microphone as well. I'll get some field testing. As I say, it's something that a piece of kit that I haven't used extensively, but it's had quite a bit of use over the years, so I thought I would replace it. That's probably all I've got to say for today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about my trials and tribulations with the GoPro, and I should be back in another week or so with another video about how we got on doing some field trials in the grand English city of York, which we're off to in a couple of days' time. So I look forward to doing another video, seeing you again shortly, and bye for now.